macos x hosts file, can I include other files with it? I am working on some automation scripts to configure my network settings, host file contents, and /etc/resolver files when accessing different networks I frequent between. There are some combinations that can occur that all require changes to the host file, and I'd like to avoid having to set up a matrix of different combinations, duplicating the shared settings all over the place. For instance, I may be on the work network, in the building, or I may access it over VPN. In both cases, I need to add some settings to the host file for networking to work properly. Some are shared, some are not. Additionally, if I'm over VPN, I may be at home, in which case there are some other settings in the host file I also want to add. As such, I was hoping that instead of creating one file for home, accessing work over VPN, versus home, not accessing work, etc., is there a way for me to include other files? For instance, let's say the following hypothetical syntax works. This way, I could simply clear out the contents of one, or both, of those two extra files, and leave the rest be. Or, barring that, is there a better way to do this than to just build a small script that concatenates files such as those into a new host file, and as part of my automation setup, I first clear out some of those extra files, and then I invoke the script to rebuild the single host file from those extra files?
I am not aware of any include possibility. What I do, however, is to make sections in my hosts file, and then use a script to comment the lines in each section using, e.g., sed. This way your file would look like. Edit, adding in a quick attempt to modify the fields. Removing the comment for home.hosts. Putting back the comments for home.hosts. This is a basic version, and needs to be adjusted to your needs.
Since DSCL is no longer working due to the switch to Open Directory service, one option is to use Ghost. We'll add this section in the etc. hosts. To clear the #ghost section of the hosts file use, this makes it easy to replace the list of hosts with a new one. You can find more information about Ghost here. This URL.
I had a similar use case when I needed to access services on 3 different places using different LAN/1 settings in hosts file. Carollo's answer above is one possible solution. My approach is here. 1. Ref to this URL. 2. Created hosts files for each location, hosts.work, hosts.home, hosts.vendor. 3. Using Sola's script, here, this URL, whenever I connect to home network, I execute simple script to switch the hosts file. Simplest method would be mv hosts.home/etc/hosts. Alternately, you can automate Carollo's answer above using sed to update the exiting file on connecting to specific SSID, which you can detect and run easily by using Sola's script mentioned above. Hope that helps anyone stumbling upon the subject issue.
YouTube.